Happy Halloween, film fans, and welcome to my review of The Lighthouse. The Lighthouse is an A24 psychological horror film that came out last year, directed by Robert Eggers, starring Robert Pattinson and Willem Dafoe. This film is set in the late 1800s, where two lighthouse keepers, played by Panson and Dafoe, are alone on a remote island, and the more time they're alone there, their descent into madness begins. Now, The Lighthouse was a film I was definitely interested in seeing. I thought the trailers were great. Panson and Dafoe are two great actors, and I was loving the mystery element in the trailer. And this is Robert Eggers' second film as a director after The Witch. Now, The Witch was a pretty polarizing movie. It was a love it or hate it film. I didn't love it, but I thought it was a pretty interesting and unique, not really horror movie, more of a family drama, but also horror movie at the same time, in my opinion. And I watched this movie on Amazon Prime recently, and doing a review for this movie on Halloween. Oh my god. I am just blown away. The Lighthouse is just absolutely amazing in every way. This movie hasn't been able to leave my mind ever since I watched this movie. This is just one of the most captivating horror movies I have seen in a while, and I just absolutely loved every minute of it. First, Robert Pattinson and Willem Dafoe are absolutely incredible in this movie, and both of them give their career best performances in this movie. Before this, my favorite Robert Pattinson performance was Good Time, but in this movie, he tops it. He does an excellent job playing his character, just a very quiet person at first who doesn't really like to talk that much. But as the film goes on, when he starts to go insane, oh my god, Panson just knocked it out of the park. His accent worked well for me, and he just completely disappeared in this role. This role shows how great of an actor Robert Pattinson is. And just one more thing to say, Robert Panson, I think he's going to do an amazing job. And Willem Dafoe in this movie, oh my god, he is captivating in this movie. In every scene and every line he has, how committed he is to playing this character, and like Panson, he just completely disappears in his role. And there is one monologue that he has in this movie that is one of the best scenes in the movie. Just that right there. Dafoe should have been nominated for Best Supporting Actor. And recently at the Oscars for the Best Supporting Actor category, the only film I haven't seen is The Two Popes. And I do think the rest of the actors in that category well deserve nominations. Tom Hanks was great in A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood. Al Pacino and Joe Pesci were both excellent in The Irishman. And Brad Pitt was fantastic in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. But if I were in charge of the Oscars, I would take out Anthony Hopkins and I would put in Willem Dafoe for Best Supporting Actor. And I would also nominate Robert Pattinson as well. Both of them should have gotten Oscar nominations. And Robert Eggers does a great job directing this movie, both with the black and white cinematography, and this film is shot in a 1.19:1 aspect ratio with the black bars on the side. And just how he made this movie so highly unique, strange, different, and very interesting. I can also tell there are a lot of layers in the story. And this movie has been on my mind a lot, and I can see him using parallels to Greek mythology with the story. And also, what could the lantern represent in the film, like power or heaven? And also, the authentic representation of the time period is amazing. The location of the film in this movie was filmed in Nova Scotia. From the production design to costume design, and also the amount of research that put into this movie from sailors from that time period. The journals they used from that time period and how they talked. The level of detail and research they put into this movie is just amazing. And also the musical score is great as well, just very haunting and definitely sells the creepiness of the film. Appropriately used when it needs to be quiet and loud at the same time. While this film is haunting, there are even some comedic elements too. I thought this film was a great balance of horror, fantasy, comedy, and even fart jokes in the movie. I'm not kidding. And yet I never felt like the comedic tone was distracting and was able to keep a consistent tone. And as for issues, honestly, I don't have any. Not with the pacing, I was never bored, I was engaged throughout, or even a scene or line I would take out. I don't know what I could change about this movie, so I don't have any issues with this movie. Overall, The Lighthouse is an amazing psychological thriller, dark, haunting, engaging, surprisingly funny, and just wholly unique. I'm happy to say that this film got one Oscar nomination for Best Cinematography, well deserved, but I felt like this film should have got more love at the Oscars, particularly the acting from our two leads, also musical score, and I feel bad that I didn't put this movie in my top 10 movies of 2019. It would definitely have a spot on there. And overall, I am going to give The Lighthouse, bam, 5 out of 5 stars and A+. Just a warning, this is not a film for everyone. Even if you don't watch independent horror movies that much, and if you've seen the trailer of this movie, and if you're intrigued, do give this film a watch. It is definitely something very interesting. If you have not seen The Lighthouse, it is on Amazon Prime. Do check it out. Wow, what a film this was. So what do you guys think of The Lighthouse? Do you agree? Disagree with me? Let me know below. Make sure to like this video, leave a comment, and subscribe if you're new here. It really means a lot. I'm Jack Benner, and look forward to another movie review.